Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the outside. It's Cantrell. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And the ball is picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll give it to him again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's gotten the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Open space at the 25. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Headed to the end zone. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Powers forward. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Try to get it to the edge. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter.
Penn State 3, Georgia 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Penn State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops and get you the football back.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
On 4th down, going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get him thinking. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. To throw, it's Lincoln. Might be looking to run. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Now 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. A little screen to the running back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to scramble. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And then offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Quick toss. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. With jet sweep pass. Across the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lincoln. He makes the connection. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense just cradling that bump.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Looking for a crease to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will give them the lead.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
17, Georgia, 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Trying the left side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Headed to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Slithers into space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Let's go! Squirrel! Squirrel!
He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 24, Georgia 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the option. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Cantrell.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A third down try for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun on third down. He looks that one in nicely. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete. A huge pickup. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down, and he just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They're trying to get to it. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got a man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, just keeps firing. Delivers to contact. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you've got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. sends the offense back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only about 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
34, Georgia, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he throws another interception. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.